Hey guys, welcome back. Brian again. Tonight I'm going to be playing Zaxara. I'm going to get out some X spells, get out some Hydras, and try to stomp some people.
Hey guys, my name's Jordan, and I'll be playing Teval. I'll be trying to create as many 2/2 black zombie druids as possible and using them.
Welcome back, I'm Stefan. Today, I'm going to be running Burakos, party leader, and his background enchantment of Folk Hero. Hopefully I'll be able to get all my friends together and just throw one heck of a party.
Hi, I'm George, and today I'll be playing Shirei, Shizo's caretaker. My goal is to sacrifice and recur tiny one-power creatures to give my opponents a very unhappy ending.
Welcome back to Middle Class Magic. I'm Stefan.
And I'm Ryan.
And as always, we are so excited to have you guys here for another episode of Casual Commander Conflicts. We're joined today by Jordan, who's actually the son of one of our sponsors, Hero of the Day, Bill Garrow. And then we're also here with George, AKA GingerCringe. You know him by the start of the videos with the sounds. I mean, he's been great helping us out, making the music for the channel. Looking forward to expanding on that, maybe getting a whole actual hour-long just loop of different music to kind of fill in the dead space. But with that being said, I mean, you tell a little bit about yourself. So when did you get into Magic? What did you do?
I'm Jordan. I paint. I got into Magic around high school and just kind of grabbed all the ball cards that I had and started building commander decks.
That's what you're playing against here. That's what I have.
I might be a little bit more tuned, but I also like spending money. So, George?
I'm George. I've been playing Magic since about 2015 on and off. People have been trying to get me to play it for forever, though it feels like. Played in college for a while, fell off of it, moved up here to the UP, and have been working at Iron Golem Games for the last 2 years and kind of rekindling my love for the game. And I'm more into it than I've ever been. Yeah.
Absolutely. Another sponsor / partner with the show is Iron Golem Games. So we're repping two of our sponsors, really, just helping us out, keeping the content flowing for you guys, and hopefully we won't let you down. But that's enough talking about the sponsors. Let's hear from them a little bit, and after that, we'll get back into the game. So we'll hear from them right now.
Despite being the largest city in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, Marquette is still subject to certain small-town setbacks. Our options for household electronics is limited to the usual big box store's inventory and, well, quality. Thankfully, our friends at EcoSmart Home Pros offer an alternate solution. Whether you're looking for decorative lighting, audio and visual entertainment, home surveillance equipment, or assistance with networking, EcoSmart Home Pros has you covered. Not only do they offer competitive pricing in the local market, they are also able and willing to install and demonstrate operations of all the products that you purchase. Located in the Masonic Building in downtown Marquette, you can also reach them at ecosmarthomepros.com and check out their variety of household electronics that will help you get through today and onto a smarter tomorrow.
If you are in the area and you're looking for a place to purchase or play Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Warhammer, or any number of other tabletop, trading card, or board games, make sure to come in and check out Iron Golem Games. You can find them on Facebook, where they post their monthly event boards, or stop by in person at 329 West Washington Street, downtown Marquette.
All right, we got the obligations out of the way. Let's get into the game. We'll go ahead and get the roll started. All right, I got a 9. We got a 9.
Okay, normally they're wanting a 7. That's not today. All right.
7 anyway.
7.
Oh, man.
I just need a 10. Didn't work out.
Oh! Yeah.
Big 2.
So do I get your commander for that?
Okay.
All right, we'll do a roll off here. And I got an 8.
Sounds like a magic card.
Right?
I got an 8. Roll again.
Both numbers, both ties, same dice rolls and
Yeah.
everything.
God, this is going to be the most exciting part of the match.
Right?
Like, I haven't even started yet.
Little did you know, this episode is all dice games.
All the comments are just
8
like,
again.
man, I had to go back and watch that
Come on,
dice
get a
off,
9.
man. Like, oh.
All right.
Stefan starts us
Take down a
off.
5. I will take the plate with the 8. All right. Everybody got their starting hands. We're
Yes.
all good. We're all agreeing to keep. All right. Roll 0 conversations don't really matter anymore because the bracket system. I will draw for turn. I will start with a Cave of Koilos and pass the turn to you, Jordan.
I will draw. I will play a Haunted Mire, interest 10, and I will pass.
All right. Draw. Okay. I will play Swamp. I will tap the Swamp, and I will cast a Greedy Freebooter. Go ahead.
Very good. I will play an Opulent Palace. Comes into play tapped, and I will pass my turn.
All right. I will draw. Let's see. I will start with a Swamp. I'll tap for a colorless and a black. And I will go with a Talisman of Hierarchy. And then I'll pass the turn.
Draw.
Taliman.
Oh, Taliman.
Taliman.
I'll play a
Hierarchy.
Body
guess.
Landscape. And I will tap 2 to play a Rampant Growth and search my library for basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle.
Okay after that?
Yeah, I will pass turn after that.
Right. Untap. I will cast a Cabal Stronghold. And then I will tap a black to cast Dark Ritual, adding 3 black mana to my mana pool. I will use that 3 black mana to cast Skullport Merchant. When it enters, I will create a treasure token. I will go and get that treasure token real quick. Okay. Good.
I will untap, and I will draw. I will play Myriad Landscape. Comes into play tapped, so I will pass my turn.
I will untap. I will draw. I will play a Shine Shadow Snarl as my land for turn. I will reveal a Plains to the table, so it enters untapped. From there, I will tap for a colorless and a white, and I'm going to play my background Folk Hero. So this one says, commander creatures I own have, whenever I cast a spell that shares a creature type with this creature, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. So that is in play, and I need my commander to be in play for that to trigger. So
Cool.
I will tap a colorless and a black, and I'm going to play Jet Medallion. So black spells for me cost 1 less. And
Nice.
I will pass from there.
Thank you. I'm on tap. Draw a card.
Yours deck is ramping. Watch out.
We'll play a Crypt of Bigadine. It enters tapped. I can pay 2 and tap it, and it adds a black mana for each black creature card in my graveyard. I will then tap my Haunted Mire for black and play Stitcher's Supplier.
Yeah.
When it enters, I mill 3 cards. And
Ooh.
then I will play. I'll tap an island for blue and play Thought Scour, and I'll target myself, putting the top 2 cards from my library into my graveyard. And I'll
He's
draw a
doing
card.
things.
I mean, there's an Obnixilis to fall into there now.
And
That's kind of scary.
I will pass the turn.
All right, who's slaying the
He's just so calm over there.
Where's the bog? Waiting for that bog. That's fine. I will tap a black and a colorless, and I will cast Elvish Doomsayer. When Elvish Doomsayer dies, each opponent discards a card. I will then move to combat, and I will I could hit one of you guys, but I could also make a little bit of a dealio here. If you wanted to block my greedy freebooter with that Stitcher Supplier.
Is the freebooter the one that dies and everybody discards?
No, that's the Elvish Doomsayer.
Okay.
Freebooter dies, and I scry one and make a treasure token.
Ah.
I think it might benefit both of us.
I'll take that, dude.
Sweet. Alright, go to combat. Greedy freebooter. Swing.
I'll block.
Cool. Trade. I will make another treasure token.
And when this dies, I'll mail 3 more.
Awesome. I have 2 treasure tokens, and I will scry. I'm going to put that on the bottom. I hope I don't regret it. Go ahead.
Very good. I will untap. I will draw. I will tap the 2 I have to drop down Herb Elf. I can tap it for a green, blue, or black and pass my turn.
Ooh.
I'm just flying with my ramp.
Yeah, jeez.
Can't
The
relate.
deck is screaming.
I'll untap and draw. I will play a Plains.
The greenest deck at the table is being the slowest on mana.
For sure.
I feel like a turn ago this would have been amazing, but I will tap for a black and a black. I'm going to play a Dothy Voidwalker. So it has Shadow. It can't block or be blocked by anything unless that creature also has Shadow. If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead with a Void counter on it. I can tap him and sacrifice him, choose an exiled card an opponent owns with a Void counter on it, and I can play that card this turn without paying its mana cost. Ugh, I was a little slow to get that out, unfortunately. But,
Not what I want to see.
Since black spells cost 1 less, I did this completely backwards because I am amazing at this. I'm going to tap 3. I'm going to play Burakos, Party Leader. So what he says is he counts as a cleric, a rogue, a warrior, and a wizard, but he can only take up 1 slot in the party, so he's not an entire party all by himself. So whenever Burakos attacks, the defending player loses X life, and I create X treasures, where X is the number of creatures in my party, and he allows me to choose the background, which is Folk Hero.
Can I read Folk Hero real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
What kind of creatures you own have? Ah, okay.
Yeah, so he had to be in field for that to do anything.
Gotcha.
With that being said, I will pass the turn.
Okay. I'll play a Llanowar Wastes. I can tap it for a colorless or a green black. It deals 1 damage. And then I will tap this for green. And then 2 colors. And I'll play Loot, Burnt Explorer. I may play an additional land on each of my turns. And I can pay 6 to tap him to look at the top 6 of my library and reveal a creature card with a mana value less or equal to the number of lands I control. From among them, put it into the battlefield and put the rest on the bottom in a random order. And then I'll tap 2 colorless for a Millican, and that's the turn.
Sweet. That's a creature, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay, we're good again. Actually,
Leave the Voidwalker alone. He's just a party member.
I'm realizing something about the removal in my hand, and I kind of have to.
I feel like
Unfortunately.
it shouldn't last too long.
He's just chilling. He's just vibing in the void.
Just vibing.
Just vibing.
It's all right.
I will go to combat, and I will come at you for 1 with my 1/4.
Well, I'll take it.
Cool.
It takes me down to 39.
I'll pass the turn.
Very good. Can't sacrifice my herb work.
Not at this point.
Need every mana I can get.
You should try playing one of those loot exuberant guys.
They're pretty good.
If you could get to 3 mana to cast them.
I'm at 3 mana.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
In case you want to know how that's going.
no cultivate. No good
I am going to tap all three, one for a green, one for a blue, and drop down Trigon Predator.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2/3 flyer. Whenever Trigon Predator deals combat damage to a player, I may destroy a target artifact or enchantment that player controls.
Sweet.
Be a shame if something happened to it.
I will pass my turn, sir. Be more worried about your Void Walker over there.
That's a nice Trigon Predator. It'd be a shame if anything happened to him.
Untap and draw. Let's see. Upkeep was somewhere in there. Let's see.
Just don't hit my mana dork.
That's all I have.
Please.
I think I will go to combat. How big is your other guy over there?
That's a 1/1.
He's a 1/1.
When it dies, each player draws discards a card. Not draws.
Alright. I will declare Burakos as an attacker at you, George.
Mhm.
So on attacks, you're going to lose 2 life, and I'm going to make 2 treasures.
Sure.
Alright, so I'll make 2 treasures, and then we go to the actual damage. Are you blocking, taking it? What's up?
What's his power?
He is a 2/4.
I will... No menace?
No menace.
Alright. I will block with Elvish Doomsayer, and I will pay a black and a colorless and a Skullport Merchant to sacrifice the Elvish Doomsayer and draw a card.
Okay. So, yeah, no damage goes through. He still dies. We all discard a card.
Yep, and you will discard a card.
Is it each player?
Each
or-
player.
Okay, so you would discard as
Each
well.
opponent. Excuse
Each
me.
opponent,
Yes, each
okay.
opponent. So you guys will discard a card.
So when you guys discard, though, they get exiled under Dothy Voidwalker.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, this is, I guess, under Douthie Voidwalker too, huh?
Yeah, and then I will pitch Gisa, or Ghoul Caller Gisa. So I now have an Elvish Doomsayer in exile. A Crag Plate Baloth. I don't think that's going to do me much good. And
You got Marin.
Marin of Clan Nelta. That, well, that's a shaman. Doesn't really help me, but she
It's
is
a little good.
amazing. Right.
Yeah.
All right. Not too upset about that. So from there, I will tap second main. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll play a Squad Commander. So when Squad Commander enters the battlefield, I create a 1/1 white core warrior creature token for each creature in my party, which is now currently 3. So on cast with Squad Commander, I'm going to have a full hero trigger that lets me draw a card. I like it. Squad Commander will resolve, and I create 3 core warrior creature tokens because
Wow.
I have 3 that are in my party. The rest of the text states, at the beginning of combat on my turn, if I have a full party, creatures I control get +1/+0 and gain indestructible until end of turn. So still in my second main, that draw was actually pretty clutch. I'm going to tap for a colorless. I want to play a Soul Red.
This is a lot of stuff.
It is. I'm a fan of how this is turning out. From there, I will pass the turn.
Oh, untap. I'll draw my card.
Yeah, if I didn't have 2 pieces of removal in my hand that said destroy target non-black creature, we'd be fine.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
I will tap this for green
I'm less okay with that.
and a colorless, and I'll play Sakura Tribe Elder.
Steve!
Little Steve. And then I'll tap my Llanowar War Waste for green, dealing me 1.
Now 39.
Now at 39. And I'll tap these 2 for colorless to play Pulse of Marasa. I get to return target creature or land card from a graveyard to its owner's hand, and I gain 6 life. This would get exiled with what counter on it?
Yes, any card that goes into the graveyard.
And then I will return Obnix's Font.
Weird.
Who's that coming?
And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Drop. I am going to pay a black, a colorless, and I guess another black. And I will cast Sky Scanner. Flying 1/1. When it ETBs, I draw a card. I guess I'll pass the turn.
I will untap. I will draw.
This is where he comes back and just
Sweeps us all. I would hope. That's tough there. So what I'm going to do is tap for 2, sacking Myriad Landscape. So that actually goes to you at that point.
goes to me.
And I get up to 2 basic land cards that are shared land type. Put them in the battlefield. Tap. Shuffle my library.
Hey, you're ramping.
Really quick. Yeah, I had to do it now.
I mean, I guess that's one way to put it, but
I can't believe all of that. I don't have. Oh, I was gonna say, all of that. I had 2 forests. Shuffle my deck quick. This one in battlefield tapped.
where's that Trigon going?
That's what I'm thinking while I'm shuffling. All right, I put 2 forests into play tapped, at least to get that stuff going. There's only one person I know that's a threat to me right now.
So, with that being said,
Why did you assume it was you?
I was going to say you should take it easy on George.
Yeah.
But no, with that being said, I will give information and say I do have instant speed removal in my hand, and I would prefer not to use it on the Predator. Because I want to do something that I think is absolutely hilarious on my turn.
I use a mage trigger, right? Yeah, you may destroy.
Yeah, but I guess I don't remember even what you just have creatures. You don't even have.
No, he doesn't have artifacts.
Oh, that's an
I have
artifact?
artifact creature.
Milliken.
That taps for, I can mill a card and add a colorless.
Oh, see?
It's a 0/1.
I'll leave myself wide open. I'll come at you, Jordan, with that, and I'll hit you for 2 in the air.
Flying.
Flying,
I'll
yes.
take it. Going to 2 in the air, you said?
2 in the air,
Going to
correct.
43.
And then I will.
Yeah, why was that a debate? He just gained 6 life. It should be.
I mean, you got the best board state.
I know, you're going crazy.
I'll have you destroy Milliken.
Okay. And that goes.
Do you want to activate it in response, though? Maybe mill a card?
Yeah, I'll activate it.
Don't mill a card because I'm going to get
wait.
the card.
Yeah,
Oh,
why would
good
you-
lord, you're
why
right.
would you
Oh.
try that? Nah,
You'll find out during these
Oh,
episodes,
jeez.
and you will find out at home that you don't always listen to Stefan.
I'm what they call a master bait. No. I will bait you masterfully into doing what I want you to do.
I will pass the turn on that note.
I wasn't even a musician before I met him.
I will untap. I will draw. And then I will consider my mana here. So let's see. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to tap 2, 4, cracking both my treasures for, let's say, white. And then I will tap for a colorless off the talisman. So a total of 5. I'm going to play Valkyrie's Call. So as an enchantment, whenever a non-token, non-angel creature I control dies, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it. It has flying and is an angel in addition to its other types.
Jeez.
To its owner's control.
Yes.
Hmm.
So from there, I will sacrifice Dothy Voidwalker, and I get to cast one of these for free. I'm probably going to grab Marin of Clan Neltoth. She does not trigger Folk Hero because she is not a party member. But because Dothy Voidwalker dies, Valkyrie's Call triggers, and it's returned to the battlefield with a +1/+1, and it has flying and it is an angel. Notably, the cards exiled aren't technically exiled under Dothy, they're exiled with a void counter. So whether it's him or if there were copies of him, no matter what, I could cast those with.
Was that the funny thing you were telling me about?
There was more,
Oh.
but I can't.
That wasn't that funny.
Cool.
That is
Very
pretty
cool.
neat.
It's not funny.
There was supposed to be more. I just can't afford it, and you still have a Trigob trainer on the field. So I will move to combat.
That is an enchantment.
Let's see. You're still in the lead with life, so I'm going to declare Burakos at you. On attacks, you're going to lose 3, and I'm going to make 3 treasures.
Go to 40.
That makes so much treasure.
And then it's just a 2/4. So I don't know if you want to block it, take it, block Steve, sack Steve.
I'll probably block with Steve in second.
All right, so Steve dies, goes
I'll
under
search my
Daffy.
library for the swamp.
I think from there I will just pass the turn.
Alrighty. I will untap. Draw. And this is actually the first time I'll be able to play this card. I'll tap these for 2 swamps. And then 3, 5. And I'll play Living Death.
Oh!
Any responses?
Are you sure?
Don't let him talk you into things.
Well,
Wait,
read Living Death.
Yeah, he's gonna sacrifice all of those, and they're gonna come back as angels.
Oh, so even if that dies?
So the fun fact is if you cast that on the stack, I can sack Dothy. He won't come back. He's going to go to my graveyard, and then I can do something.
Oh.
And then he's going to get exiled with Living Death. These are all going to die, but they're going to come right back, and then Dothy's going to come back because of Living Death.
Alright.
Yeah, maybe not.
Do you mind if I take that?
And I
back
get a
then?
shit ton of things from Marin.
Right.
I mean, if you want to take it back, we are a casual channel, and that would have been a very bad idea.
Huh. Well, that
But like Ryan said, don't let me talk you in.
I wanted you to think about things. That's all I was saying.
I feel like you gotta hit those
Read it and
little,
think it
robot
before you
chicken
make it.
transitions, where it's like, oh wait.
dang.
I'm gonna play this Living Death. Actually.
I guess I'll just tap 5 for Obnixilis,
I guess.
and I'll pass turn.
I guess.
And read him real quick.
He has a landfall trigger where whenever a land I control enters, I might have target player lose 3 life, and if I do, I put 3/1/1 counters on Obnixilis.
And he has flying.
He does not.
That one does not have flying.
No.
Does any Obnixilis have flying?
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe. No, I'm not sure.
I mean, he's a demon, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe, I guess not all demons have wings.
Bitch.
Alright, my turn?
Yes.
So, untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Swamp.
Let's go. I will tap a colorless, a black, and a black for a newer card. Into the Pit. It's an enchantment. I may look at the top card of my library at any time, and I may cast spells from the top of my library by sacrificing a non-land permanent in addition to paying their other costs. This card is sick. I'm a big fan. I will look at the top card of my library.
I don't think it's a good card.
No, it can't
Probably
be.
not.
I will.
Another one of those swamps.
Right.
I will sacrifice a treasure for a black mana, and I will also sacrifice this sky scanner.
Which I get.
Oh, you're right. Dang it. Oh man, that Doughty Voidwalker is doing too much work. And I will cast Mana Vault.
That seems like a good Trigon target.
Just maybe don't.
I promise.
We're both tight on mana here. I'm
yeah.
doing this for one reason only. So we can try to do something about that. Like, that's it. That's it.
I promise.
I will pass.
I will not get rid of that with Trigon.
I've dealt a total of 4 damage this whole game. That's it.
That's not true!
I'm going to draw.
Maybe 6.
I'm going to play Darkwater Catacombs. Look out now!
And it's a filter land. That's incredible.
I am going to tap for 4. That is 1 each of black, blue, and green, and a colorless 4 Zaxara, the exemplary. 2/3 Death Touch. I can tap for 2 mana of any color, and whenever I cast a spell with X in its mana cost, I create a 0/0 green Hydra creature token, then put X/1/1 counters on it.
Sweet. Does Stefan have flying?
I do not.
I just looked to my graveyard, and I have Wonder in my graveyard.
So all creatures you have flying.
Yes.
Nice.
I
There you
mean,
go. I mean, I wasn't coming at you again.
I know what I would hit with Trigon.
I mean, I do still have instant speed.
Dang it! Might be time to go.
And he does have mana.
Back
He's
up.
been waiting just in case.
Yeah.
I think for this turn,
Play defensively like a smart man.
yeah, I will pass my turn.
That's rich coming from
Just
you.
for this. Just for this turn.
I want to. I will draw. So it is not often that games on tape go this well for me.
Yeah.
You don't have one, but can I see your guys' graveyards?
I have a Dark Ritual and a Freebooter.
Can I see the freebooter?
When he dies, he scries one, you make a treasure.
Okay. You have a Wonder, Stitcher Supplier, a Feral Death Gorger.
Just waiting for a Rex Sage to hit the field, just one. Please.
All right, and it's not. I'm not going to do that. But what I will do is the second part of what I think is absolutely hilarious. I'm going to sacrifice all 3 treasures, and I will tap Talisman of Hierarchy for a additional colorless. I'm going to play Helm of the Host. I am then going to instantly tap 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to put Helm of the Host on Tudathi Voidwalker. Because that's what I think is hilarious.
God.
So now, at the start of my combat, I can make a copy of Dathi Voidwalker, and it gains haste. And then I am going to
Pass.
move to combat.
Oh, sorry. Jump the gun.
Trigger Dathi Voidwalker, or the Helm of the Host, to make a copy of Dathi Voidwalker. Do not have a copy token, but I get a secondary Dathi Voidwalker there. You still have... I mean, you're tied for me with the most life. What's your life total?
38.
All right. Jordan, I'm going to bully you. I'm going to declare another attacker at you. Burakos, so you're going to lose 3. I'm going to make 3 treasures.
Burakos is a
I'll go
what?
down to
He's a
37.
2/4.
2/4. Why's he thick?
And then it's 2 damage.
I'll block this.
Okay, so they'll bounce off each other there. And then second main, I will sacrifice the token Dathi Voidwalker. And I'm going to cast Sky Scanner there. So when Sky Scanner enters the battlefield, I get to draw a card. It is a 1/1 flyer. But now the good thing is if it dies, because of Valkyrie's Call, it goes back to its owner's control with a 1/1 counter and become an angel. So, a creature of mine did die, so Marin will trigger. I get an experience counter. Okay. I've never actually played with Marin before, so... But I do get an experience counter. And then I will... Sure. I'll tap for a colorless. I will crack a treasure for a white, and I will play Archivist of Agma.
Oh, God!
So, casting it, that will trigger Folk Hero, so I will draw a card there. And then whenever an opponent searches their library, I gain a life and draw a card. Notably, I do have a full party now. I have not played a land for a turn, so I'll play a Plains. And then I will pass the turn.
Alrighty.
So can you, just a quick question on this Void Maker, can you just sack him whenever you want?
Yes.
Yes.
Card.
And you're pretty versed in rules of Magic, right? Okay,
Yeah.
because if he becomes targeted, I may try to do something that I think will work, but
Okay.
I will need ruling on that.
Yeah. I'm fairly good at it. If it's crazy, I'll call Jordan.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
I'll tap 4 for my commander.
Oh, what does he say?
Whenever Teval attacks, I mill 3 cards, and I may return a land card from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped. And whenever 1 or more cards leave my graveyard, I create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token.
Sweet.
And then I will tap my crypt for Shamble back. I'll exile target creature card from my graveyard. I'll exile Stitcher's Supplier, and then I'll create 2/2 with Teval, and I'll put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield, and I'll gain 2 life.
Nice.
So
That's a lot of combos.
I will then pass the turn.
Are you playing Guilt Leaf Druid? Druid? The Druid?
I can't remember.
It's the one that says tap 5 druids. 7 druids you control. Gain control of target opponent's lands.
Oh no,
Jeez.
I don't. I kind of want that card.
It's spiked to $20 because of that deck.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that sounds awesome.
it's horrifying and not anywhere on like a single bracket, anything. Like you can just steal somebody's lands and just go, yeah, bracket 1.
Wouldn't that technically be land denial, though? Oh, yeah,
Just
something.
go into your void.
Yes.
I guess. Does land denial shoot it right up to a 3? I don't know either, honestly.
You should watch our episode of Off the Clock with Joseph Baker from Iron Golem, and we discuss the bracket in detail. Go ahead.
He's much more knowledgeable than I am. I will look at the top card of my library.
I can't.
I don't even want to play this card because you have that Doughty White Walker. Okay. And you have 3 tokens.
I have 3 tokens here, yes.
Yeah.
I have 2 treasures and a plains.
I think I'm going to have to stick with drawing that card. I'm going to tap for 2 black, well, a black and a colorless, and I will cast Doomed Dissenter. When Doomed Dissenter dies, I create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. And then I will pay 3 colorless from my mana vault for this Ashnod's Altar.
Seems good.
Not with Doughty on the field. That's my big problem.
Good for both of us.
I will pass the turn.
I will untap. I will draw. I know you asked for it. So I'm going to tap for 2 here. A 3rd one to play Rex Sage, destroying your Valkyrie's Call.
If I hear the words Teferi's Protection, I'm crashing out.
It's in the
Very
deck,
possible.
but it is not in my hand. I'm just trying to decide.
I thought about making a deal with you that I wouldn't get rid of it with Trigon, and you wouldn't attack me for the next 2 turns or something.
I haven't attacked you once.
That's why I didn't.
And it's still a
George
problem.
attacked you.
I did.
Rightfully so.
I did. Look, the Skullport Merchant was trying to make deals, you know?
Yeah.
Heading to a new business location. Just
It was all very fair.
Yeah.
Valkyrie's Call gets destroyed.
nice fair balanced magic. Oh, still a Doughty, though.
Then I'm going to leave those for now. I'm going to move to combat, so I'm going to go ahead and swing at you with Trigon Predator. It's a 2/3 flyer.
Okay. I will declare Skyscanner a blocker. Okay. So it dies. Marin goes up, and then this goes back to whoever I took it from. There you go. It goes to your. Oh, it doesn't, because he got rid of Valkyrie's Call. So if he didn't do that, you would have got your Skyscanner back on the field.
Yeah, that's okay.
I do what I can. I am then going to tap for 4. I do want 2 of them now. He's pretty much useless. So I'm going to mutate Reclamation Sage with Dreamtail Heron. So it'll gain flying, and whenever this creature mutates, draw a card. It's now a 3/4 flyer.
So you will draw a card.
I will draw a card. I will play my land for turn.
Yeah.
You got there.
Jungle Hollow comes into play tapped. I gain a life, which puts me back to 40, which puts me in your crosshairs. I know.
Yeah,
This
guy's
I will end my turn. I did some stuff.
All right.
Trying to help.
I
Appreciate
will
it.
untap. I will draw.
I would say I'm trying to help as well, but this deck does not do much helping. Shirei is just kind of like, she's that emo kid that's just like, don't talk to me.
I'm going to play Vault of Champions and enters untapped because I have more than one opponent.
You don't know the pain of life.
Okay, I think this works. We're going to have George, our resident LGS worker here, to walk me through it just to make sure it works.
Oh god, pressure.
I am going to sacrifice Dothy Voidwalker.
Mm.
That is the cost. I tap him, I sack him.
Yep. So he's sacked. Yeah, he's in the graveyard. Yep.
To cast for free Pulse of Morosa,
Oh,
which return target creature or land card from a graveyard to its owner's hand, and I gain 6 life.
I believe that works. Let me read out the Voidwalker real quick.
Well, it's a creature, so I pay the cost by tapping and sacrificing him.
Sacks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That absolutely works. Yeah. Yeah.
So now he comes back to my hand. I gain 6 life.
If it doesn't, the comments can light me up.
Right.
Light me up.
So I'm going to go up to 46. And then, because I need to draw a card, I will tap a black and a black to cast Dothy Voidwalker, triggering Folk Hero. And then I'm going to tap 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move the Helm of the Host onto Burakos, party leader.
Oh boy. Now we're partying.
How big is the Heron?
3/4.
He's a 3/4. Okay. What do you got going on over there?
I have a 1/1 and a 1/4.
All right, and you have
3 2/2s, a 4/4, a 3/3, and a 1/4.
So much stuff.
They
Just
all
in
have
case
flying.
you're wondering.
And they all have flying. Oh my god. Just the wonder in the graveyard, just casually doing work.
Wonder's great.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, here's why it doesn't matter. I'm gonna move to combat. Helm of the Host trigger. I get a second Burakos. I'm going to send one at each of you, but I have a squad commander trigger. At the beginning of combat on my turn, if I have a full party, which I do, creatures I control get +1/+0 and indestructible till end of turn.
Wow.
So on attacks, you each lose 4. I make 8 treasure tokens.
Jeez.
We go to 35.
I will go to
He's your
34.
commander, right?
Yes.
His toughness is 4?
He's a 2/4, and they are both tapped and attacking.
Yeah, alright.
And they are 3/4s because of commander and because of squad commander, and they are indestructible for this turn.
3/4s.
Yes.
Do they have death touch or anything?
Nope.
The token has haste.
Yep, because of the Helm of the Host.
Well, lucky for me, my Skullport merchant is not only good at making deals, she's thick. So, I will block.
All right.
I'll block with my.
Okay. Does Luke? No, Luke doesn't die. He's a 1/4.
Yeah, he's a 1/4.
All right.
Actually, is he? Yeah. Oh yeah. He's got some thick cards on the table.
2 second main. I'll tap 1 and a black. I will ouch myself off of Caves of Quellos, so I will go down to 45. I'm going to cast Deadly Dispute. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. I'm going to sacrifice one of the core warriors, and I get to draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. That puts me to 11 treasures. Sweet. I will sacrifice 2 treasures to play Swiftfoot Boots. I apologize. I have triggers. I killed the core warrior, so Marin goes up. But earlier this turn, I did sack the Dothy, so that would go up as well. So she is up to 4. I'm going to crack a treasure, put the boots on the Voidwalker, who is sitting on a pile of void counters. And I will pass the turn.
This is going to be like the most productive Douthy Voidwalker I've ever seen. He's getting so much done.
Fun tap. I'll draw. I'll play a forest.
Like, I think you have Delirium and Word Counters.
I will tap this and this to green. And tap these 4. I'll tap loot to look at the top 6 cards from my library. I may reveal a creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands I control from among them and put it onto the battlefield, and then put the rest on the bottom of my deck. Alright, I'll look at the top I'll put a Spring Bloom Druid on my library, and when it enters, I may sacrifice a land. If I do, search my library for up to 2 basic land cards, and then put them onto the battlefield tapped in the shuffle. I'll sacrifice Footing Landscape,
I will take that.
and search my library for Forest and Island.
Let's do up Nicholas triggers. Somebody's gonna get domed.
Probably Ryan.
And,
He did
I'm
pick
gonna
up pretty
do
quickly.
3 to you.
All right. I will go down to 42.
3+++ counters.
Yes.
And Forest. And I'll do another 3 to you.
All right. So we will get 6 counters on Nicholas.
Thank you.
I will take 3 more damage. I will go down to 39.
We did it, boys. We cracked 40.
And then...
Oh, you searched your library.
Oh, I did.
Oh, Christ.
I get to gain a life and draw a card and go back up to 40.
We did crack.
Technically, no, because he searched before the damage was dealt, so I would have been up higher.
No.
Technically speaking.
Well, actually.
We shoveled the snow off the ceiling. Still gotta get through the roof.
And you don't have any Death Touch, do you?
No.
Okay. I'll swing my Ob Nicholas at you for 9.
And he's on the ground?
He's flying.
Oh, because
Wonder.
you have Wonder in the bin. Yeah,
He
that's
wondered
right.
if he could fly.
I did. I will take 9 and go down to 31.
And with that, I'll pass on.
Alright.
I
On
think we
your
should do a slow count.
end step, I am going to sacrifice Doom Descender to Ashnod's Altar for 2 colorless mana. That will make... I don't really have a 2/2 zombie with me right now, so I'll just kind of like superfluously represent that for a second. Because I will hold priority and sack this for 2 colorless mana as well. And I will use that to untap my mana vault. We will move to my turn. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. And Stefan no longer has the thing above that says when things he controls dies, stuff comes back, right?
Correct.
Biggest toughness?
4.
Perfect. I will... Oh man, this could go horribly for me, but this is the last option I have. I am going to tap 2 black and 4 colorless. And I will cast the Meat Hook Massacre for 4. Yeah. Everything will get -4/-4 until the end of turn.
There's more text, though.
As it enters, yes. Whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, I gain 1 life.
Okay. But notably, everything that dies still goes to Dathi, even though Dathi dies.
Right. Really? So you're just going to have a bunch of void counters. Cool.
Yep. All my stuff hits the bin. But
That's fine. I need to do something.
And Marin will also give me a bunch of things.
How many
but
creatures are dying?
3, 4, 5, 6.
You have 6.
I'm doing 1 so far. 2, 3, 4, because it's
6, 10, and then Stefan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total.
Alright, so that's 19 life to me, and you will each lose 1 as the Skullport Merchant dies. And this will have a void counter.
Yay.
That is such a voidy stat. That is insane. Yeah.
Notably, I will allow Burakos to die.
Right. Heard.
So that was 19 total creatures dying, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now I have a total of 23 experience counters, or I don't think that's going to matter, but mechanically, it's there.
I have gone up to 53 life.
Okay.
I will pass the turn.
I will untap. I will draw.
Oh, I'm gonna get domed on a mana vault next turn.
I'm going to tap for 1 green. I'm going to drop Dimir Aqueduct into play. I have to return a land, so I'm going to return that forest back to my hand.
Did you float a green?
I did float a green.
Cool.
just so I had something. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I only have 5 mana. I really don't want to do that one. Worst part is I really can't. I could do this black and blue, since you're going to be soon. And then colors to drop Titan's Nest.
Ooh!
As I said, it doesn't really help me, but at the beginning of my upkeep, I could look at the top card of my library, I could put that card into my graveyard. I can exile a card from my graveyard, add colorless, and I can spend that mana only to cast a colored spell without X in its mana cost. Pass my turn.
All
It's like
right.
you don't get to look at it, you just get to put it in the top card of your... No, you look at the... Yeah, that's Surveil. Yeah, that's Surveil right now.
I will untap. I will draw. I want to play a land for turn. I'm going to sack all 8 treasure tokens. I'm going to declare that as black mana.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to cast Rise of the Dark Realms.
Ah! Oh my god.
It is a sorcery that allows me to put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under my control.
Good thing I don't have any.
Right. You're the only one actually trying to do something to stop me. These guys are just like giving me stuff.
You know, just have an offer you can't refuse, like, you know, like,
Oh, he gets the Void Master.
I do.
Well, better go find that damnation.
Here are the creature cards in my graveyard.
A Sky Scanner and a Grief Rebooter.
Yay.
My Omnix list no longer flies.
So Sky Scanner enters. I'm going to draw a card.
Oh, yeah, he has Wonder.
Uh,
Oh, man.
when Greedy Freebooter
It's not in his graveyard, though,
dies,
so it's going to do literally nothing. It's just going to be a flying creature.
a Feral Death
He'll try to get up
Gorger.
there.
When he enters, exile
Into his
the 2
graveyard?
target
That's awesome.
cards from a single
Oh, yeah.
graveyard. I will exile 2 lands from your graveyard.
I have a Dark Ritual in my graveyard still.
Um,
It's probably not coming back.
Marin's back, and notably, I still have 23 experience counters. Ghoul Caller,
Oh!
Ghoul Caller Gisa comes back. Burakos comes back.
I mean, at least you're not getting anything out of your graveyard with it.
I'll have Archivist comes back. Dothy Voidwalker comes back. Wonder enters, and then I'm going to have Squad Commander enter, giving me, this time, 4 Core Warriors, because I have a full party.
Jeez.
I mean, nothing has haste that I know of.
That does me a little comfort.
From there, I will tap 1, 2, 3,
I had plans for him
4,
until everything went down the way it did.
5. I'm going to put the Helm of the Host back onto Burakos.
Not on the Void Walker.
I'm going to tap 1 to put the Swiftfoot Boots onto Burakos. I'm going to tap 2 and 3. I'm going to play Mirror Entity. It is a shapeshifter, so Folk Hero is going to trigger. I'm going to draw a card. And then I am going to move to combat. So Burakos has haste, and then he makes a token, which also has haste. I am going to swing at Ryan with both Barakai.
Oh.
I've
I'll
hit
block
you guys
with,
multiple times.
oh,
Nothing?
yeah, so what I got.
So
4 damage.
Well, no. On attacks, you're going to lose 8. I'm going to make 8 treasures.
That puts me down to 31.
And then it's going to be 4 damage. 4 commander damage.
Well, 2 commander damage, right?
Oh, yeah. 2 commander damage with 4 damage. Yes.
Yeah.
You are correct.
With all the life gain in this format, like, sometimes I wonder if they're ever going to rat it to where, like,
I
it's
did lie. You
damage
take
in
2
general.
more damage because Squad Commander gives all my creatures +1/+0. Alright, and from there, I'm going to sack 4 of these, so I'll go down to 4. I'll tap 1 more. I am now going to move. Oh no, I lied. I'm done. I'm just going to sack 1, go down to 7. I'm going to put the boots on the Voidwalker. And I'll pass.
Oh boy. That's a lot of stuff.
You guys gave it to me. Like, I want to play with my cards, but you guys are like, here, play with mine.
That's all I could do. Neo Master on the plan.
Can I read the Void Walker?
Yes.
Like,
Timing restrictions still apply, so like I can't sack him and cast a creature.
Right.
That's somebody else's turn.
Just a thought.
I'll play Command Tower for my Lamp return, dealing you 3. And
Oh.
any 3 +1/+1 counters. So I got a 9.
I go down to 27.
And then I'll tap 2 for Shigeki.
yeah.
I can tap 1 in a green to tap him and return him to my hand to reveal the top 4 cards of my library and put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped and put the rest into my graveyard. I will swing at you for 12
On the ground.
on the ground.
I will put a single core warrior in front of that, triggering Marin.
I'll gain a life when it dies.
Nice.
Up to 54.
You can't
Oh
have
yeah,
me.
do that. I forgot about that.
He's twice my life.
I'm gonna lose it from Mana Vault anyways. Just Mana Vault insurance.
And then I'll pass turn.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. I will take 1 damage from Mana Vault. Thank God it doesn't have Infect. And I'll draw a card. That's not a land. Neither is that. Oh, fuck. Okay. You know what? Actually, this solves a few of my problems. I will pay a black and a colorless, and I will cast a Dusk Legion Zealot. I will draw a card and lose a life when he enters the battlefield. Right. I will look at the top card of my library, and I will. I guess I can't really do that. Actually, I'll pass the turn.
I will untap. Beginning of my upkeep, I will surveil. I will leave that there. Draw my card then, and I will play a forest for turn. I need to 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to bring Zaxara back out. Which leaves me with 1 mana that I can't do anything with, so I will pass the turn. I'm just...
Oh boy.
That's a good time. All right, I will untap, and then I will draw.
Oh, are we gonna die?
I only need 10 seconds.
I want to play a plains. I'm going to move to combat.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. You were at 35.
Mhm.
You were at...
52.
Might not work the way I want it to. You were at...
27.
Okay.
Thank you, Neo Massacre.
Thank you for everything you do.
Okay, so... Moving to combat, I have some triggers.
It's like a PSA.
I get another copy of Burakos that has haste. Squad commander buffs everything +1/+0, indestructible till end of turn. Because I have a full party. I'm going to send all 3 of these at George. I will also send the Archivist of Ogma, the squad commander, and 3 1/1 core warriors, which are 2 1 core warriors. At you, I will send the Feral Deathgorger, the Greedy Freebooter, the Sky Scanner, and Wonder. And then at you, Ryan, I will send the Mirror Entity, Marin of Clan Neltoth, and Ghoulcaller Gisa. Before just declaring attacks, Burakos triggers. You are going to lose 12.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to make 12 treasures.
Yep. Down to 40 off of that.
19 treasures total. It's 12 and 7 is 19, yes.
Yeah, when did the trickle-down economics start?
Before blockers are declared, I'm going to activate Mirror Entity's ability. I can pay X. Until end of turn, creatures I control get +X and gain all creature types. I'm going to crack all 19 treasures. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. They all get +27, +27.
That's
fatal.
That's a lot.
I mean, I'm definitely dead.
Okay, that's
Yeah. Like, yeah. Even if I block the original Burakos, that's over 40.
I don't even want to try to do that,
And not to be that guy that everybody rips on, but before you did all that, this was my next turn at him.
Blue Sun Zenith. Ooh.
I was going to steal creatures and artifacts from him to stop all that stuff.
So
Yeah.
not to be that guy. Not to be that guy. But if you'll notice, I left a Soul Ring and a Shine Shadow Snarl untapped because I drew a Teferi's Protection.
Oh, that's awesome.
I could
Great
sit
game.
here all day and tell you that I could do something.
Yeah, I was like, no, when you did it. I was like, no.
I have a copy of One with Death, like, floating around my collection somewhere. I've had moments where I just vaguely considered putting it in here.
Well, before we get too sidetracked, let's go ahead and make sure everybody gets their cards back.
Are you familiar with that one?
And we do an outro.
Vaguely.
It's just a playtest card. It just says you lose the game.
Oh,
White, black.
like I know I heard the name and I didn't really pay attention to what was going on.
White, black.
It's just like a
black,
little skeleton guy just went like, oh.
green.
Oh, that's right. He was
White,
all...
green, black.
See, a lot of this deck is just graveyard play, so
Yeah.
that Doth, you really...
I know, I was so hosed by that thing. I didn't even get Shirei out.
And I mean, I think Dothy just kind of stopped you guys from playing, but really, he didn't do much. Like, he brought himself back. He let me cast Marin, which Marin did nothing.
Yeah.
I think Dothy was just kind of like the boogeyman for a minute and let me do everything else.
Mm-hmm.
He actually came in this deck.
Did he?
Yeah.
You took him out?
No, I didn't take him out. He's in here still.
Oh, you just dropped.
Yeah, I just didn't do
What
it.
were you thinking?
All right, but with that being said, that is a wrap on episode 9. Are we at 9 now? We got to be at 9.
9.
Episode 9 of Casual Commander Conflicts. We want to thank you guys for tuning in, supporting us so much. Speaking of support, we are in the process. I don't know if you've seen a couple of us wearing some shirts like this. We're in works with another local company to actually start making a merch line. Hopefully here within a month. Don't quote me. We'll be able to get a link in the description there, and you guys can start buying some actual middle-class Magic merch. We're looking at T-shirts, cutoffs, hats,
Deck boxes.
potentially deck
sleeves,
boxes.
Possibly.
Can't
see what
really
happens.
see it because I'm always facing the camera, but another inside joke that we like to do, I put on the back. It says on all of our cutoffs, so say sleeves are for cards, not arms, because that is my motto till I die. But with that being said, again, we want to thank, Iron Golem Games for helping us out and supporting us, and George for representing them today. He might get fired after they see how badly he represented them, but we're going to hope for the best. And again, we're here with Jordan today. We want to thank him and, his father for helping us out with Hero of the Day. Again, representing him, he may be grounded when he goes home. But once again, as always, thank you guys for tuning in. We hope to see you next time. And just remember to keep it cool,
Keep it casual.
keep it conflicted. Out. All right. Where's my remote?